Anybody with any sense would know if you challenge your own system, you know, and anybody would know that you're preparing the white folks to, you're openly preparing them. And you got 70-something million people and they got 80-something, so what? They're at each other right now. And whoever thought that Republicans would get behind anybody to where it ain't but one white woman in the Congress, what's her name's daughter? Cheney's daughter out of all people. The only one got sense. And that's, her daddy ain't got no sense. He's a brutal murderer. How that happened, you never know. And, you know, they're setting themselves up. And he ain't losing no, you don't know, the Zionist, that's where we come in, to show them what's happening with your system. That's why, believe it or not, when this is all over, America's going to love us. Boy, we're going to get a American prize. They going to say, this is the best nigga in the United States. This is the first best nigga award. Smile, nigga. This here is not Sidney Poitier or nothing. That's the award I'm going to get. It's going to say on there, the best universal Negro award. This is not a national Negro. This is a universal Negro. And he helped us survive and thrive and get by this period. And he brought the rest of the Negroes with him. All the Latinos, everybody. Yeah, because, see, white folks, they're not used to what they're not used to. It sounds crazy. But remember, even if the tree huggers get power, they've never had power before. They could flip any kind of way. The ones that are lean toward anger, right? If they get power, right? Then you got Negroes and you got Latinos and you got everybody in this United States. And when they see this group get a little weak and they remember all of the Treaty of Hidalgo, 1847, you stole a whole shot from us. Okay, they start remembering. We didn't cross the border crossed us. You know what I mean? It started coming back. And then the Negro with his post-traumatic slavery syndrome, it'll all come back, right? When they start tasting a little, right? Now imagine all of that conflict going on in America and nobody thinking about the whole thing. Everybody thinking about their part. You got a disaster. That's what we're preparing for. That's what we've been preparing for all of this time. For decades, we've been preparing for this. This is not the place we are now. It's not new. We've been preparing for this now because it's close. We don't know. It ain't tomorrow, the next day, but it's close. You can taste it. You could smell it. It's close. Okay. All the things that we talk about, that's stuff to do. We haven't stopped wanting to tell the Negro, go join this system, go join, because you're going to have to protect yourself and protect your people. Because if things get out of hand, suppose they get out of hand. What's the chances of them getting out of hand? Maybe 80%. The possibilities of things going, you know, the 80-20% principle. So it's 8-2 that it'll go haywire. We could get Robespierre and the guillotine. We could get Genghis Khan, throwing dead bodies over the catapult, over the wall with dead bodies to give everybody the plague. We could get all, you don't know what. And now with science the way it is now, they could have nigger diseases, peckerwood diseases, Hawaiian diseases, don't kill nobody but them. I'm not saying they have them now, but I wouldn't be surprised, right? Not. This is a big period. If we do this right, it'll be the happy land. It'll be nice, beautiful world. We can clean up the world in little or no time. But if it go wrong, it's goodbye niggers. White folks, Mexicans, and everybody. Goodbye humanity. That's what we're living in. We're living in that time. We either gonna pull it off or okay. No, that's the way we see that. If anybody else do, very good. That's the way I see it. I see it that we got to pull this one off. And I don't hear and I don't read about nobody that's kind of in that space and been in that space. We've been in the space. It's not new. We've been feeling this coming all along, that there, after reading history and feeling it and understand, there was no other way to go than this. This is exactly where we thought it was going to be. And everybody is doing exactly what we figured they would be doing. Well, if we go ahead 10 years, because we can't track the time limits and all of that now. You know what I mean? The stuff speed up, slow down, it'll go right, it'll go left. Okay. And we got to get big on our own, because I've asked the white man, what y'all want to do, man? You want to kind of, and they ain't doing nothing. Not that I see. Because they would rather for the ship to sink than have a nigga help them keep it afloat. That's where they are. Or they don't trust the nigga. That's too bad for them. Okay, so we're not expecting them to say, well, that makes sense what you said. We don't expect none of that. We don't expect none. If it happens, good. But you got to think about this. Especially if you have young children, young wives, young family. Niggas is in their 20s, they might have they're too young also. Everybody, except for me, everybody's in this. I mean, I'm a little older, and but just project 20 years ahead, if you can. Think about how nice the world is going to be from now and the way it's headed. Won't it be nice? The climate will be so wonderful, because everybody's doing everything right that they should be to fix the climate, right? Greenland will still be there, but it'll be green this time. It'll be green, like green jungle, right? All that ice, it'll be melted. San Francisco will have a seawall around it. It'll have to. All that water in the ocean, right? Oakland, I gave a talk in 2007. I said the white man is not going to change until the water is up on East 14th. East 14th is a long street in Oakland. And the airport and the estuary is 2 miles away. You know, the airport and naval base, the water is 2 miles that way down there. And I told them, I said, they're not going to move until water is up on East 14th Street. That means it has come up 2 miles. That was then, 2007. And you know what? It looks like that's the way things are headed. So, of course, I'm joking when I say that they're going to take care of everything and it's going to be nice. They ain't going to take care of nothing. The people is crazy. You want to see the scripture? The people was looking right at everything before. Whatever the scourge of the time was, the end of the world at that time, it was there. It's here now. Climate change is here. Plastic killing all the fish is here, right? It's already here. And they ain't doing nothing. They act like, hey, we got to fix this tomorrow. Stop the music, stop all the production, stop. This is cleanup year. We're going to have 5 years of cleanup. We'll just eat what we got and grow some food. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to produce nothing. You got a car, you get to drive the old one. We're not producing anything. We're going to clean up, right? We're going to clean this thing up. They won't do it. Don't nobody have the authority to do it. And they wouldn't do it. The ones that could stop it, make them do it, they won't do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. Therefore, that what we talk about has got to happen. It's just simple. Okay. Insanity, I'm not going to talk about them. Okay. All eyes in America, outside America. Everybody been looking at us for a long time. That's why Dr. Kaleem Siddiqui, what he said, that was in 1996, right? Did everybody say, well, Dr. Kaleem Siddiqui has really been right on all of this stuff, so let's go on and, get behind his choice. What did they do? Next time I come to South Africa, I could tell they did the opposite. They cooked up schemes. It took them 10 years, 15 years to institute it, but they was on the money. Anytime I was thinking about coming there and to do something, they would call me, we want you to come to do something for them. That's not what I was going to come to do. Just like somebody was reading my schedule. Yeah, that's... And Dr. Kaleem Siddiqui was correct. He was a visionary. He was a thinker. But that period has changed. Okay. Embarrassador. That's just a Negro word. It ain't no such. Embarrassador. That means we're gonna embarrass the Zionists because the Zionists is arrogant. So the worst thing they can get is embarrassed. If we're just going to embarrass them, going to talk about them, we're not to follow no rules. They're not going to trap us into nothing. They're not going to make us look stupid. We're going to make them look stupid because we always have. We have never been outdone, outgunned, or tricked up by the Zionists. Never. Never have been. Okay. I should be in every office, we're going to have the Zionists come. Because the Palestinians, they go to nice people. They argue with the Zionists on stuff they argue about. They try to look intelligent and reasonable. We're not going to be reasonable. We're going to be truthful. Okay. Sabaka. Voice of sanity, voice of reason. That's us. We have to describe the battle space for 2022. I'm sorry. All of this stuff we would really like other people to be kind of, doing a little bit of this, doing a little bit of that. But for the level that things are needed, ain't nobody even thinking about it. They just on Hey, anyway, non-confrontational assault on modern ignorance. That's right. Non-confrontational assault on modern ignorance. We'll go over that in the next go round. At this constant accelerating pace, what will the world look like in 10 or 20 years? Yeah, that's what we already, with this acceleratory pace, what will the world look like? I took a chance and wrote 10 or 20 years, but there's no guarantee about that. If certain things have happened in the last 5 years and things are accelerating, things are accelerating now, not in mathematical, but in geometrical. We didn't went from America, the land of the